Now's the time to announce 8 new characters that will join a universe of unexpected superheroes. 4 heroes and 4 villains. Without further ado, let's see the winning submissions. So for villains, I actually picked the winner. It's called Imperium, and it's by Blue Nell. I just thought this was just something about the humanity of it and kind of his emotions that really drew me to this particular painting, and that mirror where you barely see the person that he's holding in the mirror. I thought that was really powerful way for composition to victimize this person here. And in this world of glass, with superheroes, they don't really have they can't fly, and there's no lasers coming out of their eyes. It's very subtle, their powers, and interpretive. So his powers of suggestion is something that one could have, and so I like that in terms of it being believable and grounded. So really, really great job with that one. There was so many that I love, by the way. You guys really like villains. You really did a lot of villains, and I really had a hard time with this category. One of the ones that I picked was this really disturbing one called the Fright Prowler by Bloodsect, and the composition's amazing. The idea behind it is amazing. Somebody that kind of likes to hurt themselves, so they have all these chains embedded in their body. It's so dark. It's really beautifully rendered as well, and the composition. And is not center frame. She's slightly to the side. She's really, really frightening and provocative image. Well done. The other henchman I picked is Shadow by Jonathan Chong, and I just thought this was, again, really beautifully composed piece. I tried to pick ones that had different kind of aesthetics and different styles of painting and drawing and illustration. And this idea that he can move really fast when it's dark is really interesting to me, and I really thought this image of all the different reflections of him was beautiful and provocative as well. And then the last henchman I picked is May Villain, and it's by I Adahi. This is just, again, a totally different form of illustration, and just really powerful, where she's in the shadow and she has this one kind of eye that she can see things with, and it's a different color, the foreshortened thing with the hand, and the kind of this use of these specific colors, and really just trying to paint with just those 2 or 3 colors. The composition and the style of this, off the charts. So really, really well done to all of you guys. Excellent stuff. I was really inspired by it. In the hero category, I kind of picked as the winner Aura by Graphic. I picked this because, again, it felt like something connected to a grounded thing of being able to sense people's auras or their energies and that kind of thing. And also, this I assume is the Beast here from Split and Glass, kind of bent over and humbled in front of her. It just was composed really well. The fierceness of her positioning over the Beast, and just really, it kind of provoked my imagination. So extremely well done. And one of the other heroes here that I picked as the sidekicks is one called Liam Trevor, aka the Medium, and that's by Arto Flores. I thought the idea behind this was really cool, like a magician that's actually being kind of aided by spirits. It's really powerful. And Arto Flores, I actually had an idea just like this. That's why I kind of popped into my head. I had this when I was in college. It's not exactly like this, but so we're kind of dealing in the same kind of pool of ideas. Another of the sidekicks that I picked was The Soul Savior by Garner Biel. The minimalism of this one, and just done almost like, with these kind of strokes of like sketch strokes. It's so beautiful and primitive and powerful. Even your choice of how you the tools you use and the style you used conveyed a certain power, like an emanating, almost an energy that was coming from him, and that it was kind of historical the way you were thinking about it, that it explains a lot of things in history or soldiers that have seen this particular figure. Really, really powerful, and his gesture and his command and his lack of expression and all, really, I read a lot into it. I thought it was really great. Also, a sidekick I picked was Julia Fields by Andrea Parra. This was more playful, and I was trying to pick different kind of types of illustrations, so not necessarily just dark or graphic novel-y. This one here, with the light hitting her and her kind of having these visions of things, and her kind of bewildered parents or grandparent in the background there. It had a style to it that implied its kind of, youthful approach to this, and so it provoked me again as a filmmaker. I could see the story and how to tell these stories by looking at these images. So really, really well done, guys. I love them. Now the fate of the community is at stake, and you get to decide which side will win. and set a course for the future of the world. Join us on DeviantArt and declare your allegiance in the community battle.